My father told that do MBA, you'll get a good girl. He was very right. I got two love in my MBA. One, of course, my wife. The same time I got my love of.
So from journey in the earlier community versus the corporate connections currently, what is the phase that you have seen in change?
This is I wanted that 15, 20, 25 people, 30 people, I will know them and they are not from my business. That when something comes to you so strong, believe this has sent to you by some force. I don't have exact data, but I would say that my 50 to 70% of the business on the PMS side and investing side is because of CC.
Oh wow.
So I never had friends in Surat where somebody can call me at any time and say, "Ke niche aa chai peene."
Now you have too many. I'm seeing now from Rohan 2.0 to 3.0.
Sometimes you need to have that battlefield or playground where you fail, it's okay. Today we are near to cross 10,000 users and this year we are eyeing 1 lakh users.
Wow.
Just because of that forum thought. And I used to wear a black t-shirt and blue jeans and sneaker at that time. And then that lady told that you look shit. I told, what? You look shit.
Rohan bhai, we have 5 core values of corporate connect. What is the best core value?
You need to ask me one question which I'll tell you. What are the negative to be in CC?
Please let us know that.
And I'll tell you a lot of negatives to be in CC.
Hi, good afternoon. I am Preet Swami from CorporateConnections Surat as a Senior Chapter Director. Welcome to CorporateConnections CC Voice. Our today's guest is Mr. Rohan Mehta, co-founder and CEO of Turtle Wealth. He is also a fund manager. So, good afternoon, Rohan bhai. Welcome to CC Voice.
Thank you.
To begin with, first I would like to know, since I am associated with you and I know you for the past 10 years down, I want to know about first is Rohan Mehta, then Turtle Wealth, and then I'll come back again to you.
Yeah, so I'm born and brought up in a city called Bhavnagar. A middle class general family where education was the most important point. Banega nahi to kuch padega nahi, kuch hoga nahi. I did my MBAs. My father told that do MBA, you'll get a good girl. So I never wanted to do MBA. I thought that my destiny is written to do my dad's business because my dad did my father's business and my father did his father's business in Bhavnagar itself. We were grain merchants, wheat and all the grain type of business. So my dad told do MBA, he'll get a good girl and overall it looks good. So I did MBA in Bhavnagar. So my university and my home was like 2 minutes far. So I had my plan that I'll do my MBA and evening I'll go to my office. But my father has been visionary. So my father told that khatam kar le fir aana. And he was very right. I got two love in my MBA. One, of course, my wife was my junior and we married. We had 17 years of marriage. And then the same time I got my love of equity markets because I did my internship at Standard Chartered Mutual Funds. So I went for Ahmedabad Standard Chartered Mutual Funds because I thought that it is for a small town from Bhavnagar. Ahmedabad was at that time like a Las Vegas, You had multiple screens, you have McDonald's, you had cafes we had never seen in life. So thought that we will have chill life. We were like 18 people went from our university to Ahmedabad. I got the toughest boss, I got the toughest work, and I got the toughest company to branch to work with. All due credit to God that it was toughest. Yeah, I fall in love with equity and 17 years have been married with. I always tell that 2 things to make heaven in life is what you do, what you love, and you marry whom you love. So there are 2 things if you have, I think so. Then it's in heaven over here.
So the next question is, what is Turtle Wealth and how it functions?
So I worked with 4 or 5 organizations when I came to Surat from my career. I worked with, as I told, Stanchard, Javeri, AB and Ambro, Anand Rathi, and then I worked with Jainam. Milan Bhai has been my boss and I worked 7 years with Jainam. And the beautification about Jainam was that they wanted to start a research desk. I had a research love. So it met, as Jalaluddin Rumi says that what you want and what you want, both wants each other, then only things synergy creates.
Happens.
So I went there and I got a full canvas open. So Milan Bhai told
Free hand to work
free
with.
hand to work with. Sorry, free hand to work with. Do whatever you want. And then it was 2008. It was the worst time for equity markets because 2008-9 nothing happened. So we had a lot of things to rediscover, and we went into the world of quant investing. Then I took Jainam to CNBC, to different media. 2012-13 I started to feel that now I want to do something for me with a great effort. I was in the top management, I was paid the highest, so nothing. And when I left, I had always had huge respect. That time also I had huge respect. Still I have great relationship with my bosses. Then I had when I was so this has been journey. And 2013 we three partners was working with Jainam only. Started Turtle with a thought that we will do research Monday to Friday, invest for our money, and Saturday Sunday we will teach people how to invest. No thought of we will manage funds, nothing, no thought. I honestly wanted a sabbatical. I had only aspiration in my life that I want a home, I want a car. I didn't had any other aspiration. So 2013 we started. Things was good, so people came down. And 2018 we had good fund to manage. 2019 we thought that either we manage fund or either we give back fund. So we manage, then we have to take a license. So with no hope, we applied for a PMS license. No hope. Means I internally wished that कि ना मिले तो थोड़ा अच्छा है. Means like I really wished that, because then it's a huge responsibility. But then I thought that it's flip of coin. If God wishes, license milega. And at that time, license was only available with big companies like Motilals and stuffs like HDFC Bank, ICICI. हमको कौन license देगा? And I was surprised, and sometimes we under expect ourselves. We got the fastest license till 2019, and then COVID came, and then we started operations slowly by 2020-21. Into the midst of that, really we want to create wealth in a very different way of what normal investing happens to what we have done differently. So I always had that point in my life that I want to do something different, because normal things generally don't appeal me much. So yeah, here we are. We are portfolio management services with a very good AUM we manage. We have our own investment family books, and we have started a new startup. All credits to CC that called Exit Mantra, where it's a SaaS-based model of knowing when to exit in a stock. Now that's something which is very creative. Nobody has worked it in India. So we just started from this year. Let's see how things happen.
You just mentioned about CC, so I just wanted to know a little bit more on it. So I know, because we both were associated with one of the networking organization, and then you took a pivot in your life and you entered into Corporate Connection. So from journey in the earlier community versus the Corporate Connections currently, what is the phase that you have seen in change?
So in 2015-16, 14-15 I think, so I started to understand that I don't have any other friends than equity people. So because I'm not from Surat, so what happens, you are from Surat, your general group or your school or college. or your near, I don't have anyone. So if I wanted to buy leather and AC, then I had to call someone and ask that कि कहाँ से AC ले सकते हैं? And I thought that it's so mediocre that I don't know anyone. So, and I don't know, one fine day, again a CC member, Piyush, called me that, we have a coffee meeting with a person in Taj. And I went there, and I think so you were also there, I don't remember.
No, I was not.
You were not there, but we were the first 15-20 people who wrote a check. And I thought that, this is I wanted, that 15, 20, 25 people, 30 people, I will know them and they are not from my business. So this was like, for me, it was something I always wanted. And then I enjoyed the journey. We made great friends. I knew a lot of people. But over the period of time, I started understanding that this is not for me for business, because my ticket size was higher, and I was been feeling that I'm telling no, and this has been transcribed as ego. कि यार ये तो बहुत बड़ा, and then I gave 6 months to that organization, and still I found that no, it will not work. Then I went to GS, Mr. Gaurav Singhvi, and I told that, see, I was the first 5, 10, 15. I want to tell you that it will not work. So I want to just, call off, because किसी को बोलूँगा and then बातें चलेगी, तो I don't want to do that. And at that time he offered CC. Now understand the dynamics. I'm going to a person whom I'm paying 1 lakh rupees.
1 lakh rupees, yes, correct.
Around, right? And he's telling me now that you go to a higher version where you have to pay 6-7 lakh rupees. And I was like, यार ये तो कैसे हो सकता है? You know, I have to think on that. And I have a rule in my life that if anything comes to me, it's a God created. If I go, it's my created. So I take that anything comes to me very seriously in life. So I was just listening, and then Gaurav Bhaiya told that first chapter में नहीं हो सकता है, because Milan Bhai is coming, and Milan Bhai is now my boss, right? Still he is my boss only, right? So I told that Milan Bhai is coming, तो मैं तो क्या सोच सकता हूँ? And then I thought कि second बनेगा तब सोचेंगे अभी. So I was like very happy. I don't have to take decision right now. And then I got a call second day that Milan Bhai has taken the check back. Would you like to join? And I was like that.
Now it has come to you. You didn't go to them.
How can I? How Milan Bhai na join नहीं किया? Milan Bhai being Milan Bhai, having Jainam, which is like so big company. So I called Milan Bhai and asked that, what was your reason? He had the other reason, not on a CC reason, but his personal reason.
Personal reasons.
I asked Milan Bhai what I should do. Milan Bhai told that I think so you should go. And then I thought that let's take a chance. What will happen? I'll lose bit of means एक ही हो सकता है कि पैसा lost जा सकता है. And that was the journey it started. And I think so. My life is pre-CC, post-CC. So it's not only my professional life, it is my personal life, it is my wife's life, it is my kids' life. Sometimes that decision, and I want to tell everyone, and I tell everyone this, that when something comes to you so strong, believe this has sent to you by some force. I believe in God a lot. If somebody doesn't believe in God, that's okay. But that force had sent me. Preeti, if I would have not taken that decision, I don't know what we would be at this point of time.
So has CC impacted a lot?
Oh, it's
to Rohan Mehta and Turtle Well both?
Everything. So I'll give you certain examples. I'll give you one thing which, let me first put a disclaimer that this podcast, what I'm telling, I don't have any vital interest to say this. I'm not paid for this, or I have no point of, goody points for doing it. This is genuine feeling for me which you are going to ask, and this is not scripted even. So I don't know what he's going to ask. He doesn't know what I'm going to say, right? So CC happened, and now the interesting part is that today Rohan Mehta in 2019, Rohan Mehta was very different. We were just started at that time. PMS was very small. We got license, and here there are mammoth of people who are there in CC first chapter. So I was feeling out of the world, but I heard this quote that if in the room you are the least, you're in the best room.
You're in the best room. Perfect.
So I was adjusting that how I will be managing this big people. So somebody told me that now you have to be big. I told, yeah, that's the right point. And then COVID came, 2020. And then the meeting shifted to
Zoom. Online.
Now this is the first time we are doing this Zoom meeting. I was not damn interested in Zoom meeting, market corrected as such. I was very low at that time. And then the first year I decided that I'll quit. And I went to see Gaurav Bhaiya. Again. I told them that you should give us extension because COVID came, and then it's a US policy, how US was. He said, yeah, possible to nahi hai because it's the global decision which has been taken. So I told that, matlab hi nahi hai, then I'll, quit. Then he told me a very good thing that, you treat like an investment. You give one more year. And the same time, I met Yash Vasant. So again, the partner of CC India.
A national
director. And he told a very good thing that CC or any networking, and specifically for CC, it's a gym membership. It's like a gym member. It's like networking membership. If you are not working, it won't work for you. So that was a turnaround for me.
A trigger.
कि यार बात तो सही है, because in 1 year, I honestly didn't work for anything. And I thought that miracle would happen and come to me, which of course nothing will happen. And then I decided that let this 1 year, I give a lot to CC and then see what happens. बाकी तो next year तो नहीं देना है ना पैसा. What worst will happen? And then the turnaround happened. And of course COVID went a bit away. from not to renew to being a chapter chair 2 times, that too, and then having great people in the organization, in the chapter. And then we went to Jaipur chapter called us, the whole, not us, everyone.
Everybody.
And it just happened that 4 or 5 of us decided that let's go, and that triggered great friendships. Now my problem with me was also that my wife never had friend in Surat.
Oh. Yes, because you both belong from outside Surat. Correct.
And I had my friends which were like colleagues, which were business friends. So uski wife will automatically be her friend, but she was not like
Comfortable
friend to friend,
to
like.
friend.
And she was like, nahi yaar, I'm. So then my over dependence was there. No, of course, because your wife doesn't have a friend, then the only friend she has is me. Now she gelled up with Gaurav Juneja's wife, Vinit Mittal's wife. She gelled up very good with Ali Hajuri's wife, and that happened just because of taking chances. There was no planning. My kids gelled up very good with their kids, and till today, they are the 5 best friends. They meet more than we CC member as a group meet. They will have like every 3rd day a coffee meeting. Sometimes I'm home and they are there, and I felt that this is something which I would have never got if I would have never taken a chance. And now coming back to profession, now this is the personal side of it. Got best friends today. I don't have exact data, but I would say that my 50 to 70% of the business on the PMS side and investing side is because of CC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I don't shy out to say anything कि इतना percentage होगा. Now this may happen that it is not because of CC, it is not CC members. It is members, friends, family, certain stuffs like that. It's a tier 2, that goes on. And it goes on. Like for example, yesterday I had a call from a CC member, Delhi, and he's a client, and he said that one of my Jiju want to invest in India. And can you just have a word with him? And I was like, okay, for sure. And we just had discussion that how things will work. And see, this all pops out. But yeah, one trigger for me would be, one was taking an opportunity, thinking long term on a networking organization like CC or anything. And second is that it's a gym membership.
You have to
again, gym membership is, we are not running gym, but it's a membership that you have to work out.
Very true.
Expecting things to come up is a dream which will never come up. And I did a lot of meetings, I went to places, I met people, and the genuine point I thought that how can I contribute? And I don't know from where business, believe me, and I would be telling with all utmost trust that I have not asked one member to give a business. Like for example, you investor, have I ever told you that you give me a business? Never. Because I feel that our product is more bought than sold. But I would be there, I would be seen. So there is a book which I don't remember the book, and it says a beautiful quote: 90% of the things you just have to show up. 10% automatically will work. Just show up. And sometimes, now my problem is that, and it's very shocking, is that I don't drink, I don't eat at night. Now having friends like this is very hard, right? Now in CC1, 90%, and I may say 10%, just an exception, are pure sober people. We have meetings till 4 a.m. and people are high on coffee, no drinks, nothing. And whenever you travel, nothing happens, and still we are so high that if you meet us at 2, somebody would have thought that this would be at least a 4 or 5 drink high on life, right? And that's how things have worked for us. And today I may say that there is one family of me, which is of course God-given family, and second family is created of CC.
Rohan bhai, I have noticed, so I have always taken you in a different, whenever I meet you, I see something different. So I saw Rohan Mehta 1.0, then 1.0, and now I'm seeing Rohan Mehta 2.0. Yeah. So what transition as far as business is concerned with CC and Turtlewell? Yeah. What about Rohan Mehta's transition as far as CC is concerned?
A lot of transitions. See, I was living in a cocoon, and it is like average 5 of what you are, you automatically be, right? So my average 5 was lower before than what I was, and then suddenly I now come to when I have elephants in the room and you are just, maybe a deer or something else. And I saw small nuances of people, and I have this habit: if I meet you, I will see what I can pick up from you and take from you. Like, for example, the way you have an energy to have relationship with people is something always I have taken very positively. What I can do to have positive things from it. Whenever I call you any for time, it's not only CC, you're always there. हाँ बोलना भाई क्या काम है. And so this is what nuances I pick up from it. So I always had lot of stuffs from people. Dusra, I started to understand at the same time. You see what happened? Structural change in India happened. Lot of people, lot of organizations started to capitalize with markets, with money, everything. IPOs, private equity, startups, and आप क्या हो, वो कंपनी में ऑटोमेटिक वो ढल जाते हो. यू लिसन एवरी डे. मीन्स लाइक बहुत लोग मुझे पूछते हैं कि आपने 2-3 घंटे आप क्या बात करते हो. People feel that हम तो ऐसे मस्ती वाली बात कर रहे हैं. Hardly we talk 10-15 minutes of masti, then you only talk is business, because I don't know anything and nobody knows anything else than business. I think so everything from my thought process for thinking as an organization, the office you are sitting is because of CC. We had an office in SNS Atria.
Yes.
Right? We had an office with SNS Atria. Now what happened was that I came.
In fact, I knew before it was at Ring Road.
Ring Road ITC, and we had met a lot of times. So SNS Atria, I came to meet Mukul. And I've never seen, of course I've seen this building, but I've never seen inside of this building. And I loved the office. Then I went to meet Big Block.
Mohit and Manish.
Mohit, and I met to meet Uncle. And then I came, I don't know why I came every time. And the reason I am sitting in this office is because of CC. The reason we have started recruiting, the process-driven approach, the whatever we have done, the great websites or great product or great thought process, it's all because of CC. Now, I can continue this for like 10 hours of how small thing has happened. Today I would be so proud to say that in my chapter there are 3 people where we have stakes in that company. In 2022 we had a problem because of some ROC, and we had to raise funds. And believe me, I didn't had a shy about that who will give us money. Because I knew that there are 10 people whom I call that I need this much. They would say, now what happened, I'll tell you. Flip side, I could not take money from them. So what we did was that we gave an opportunity first to our old clients, the first clients. Second, we will give to CC, my chapter, my people. I could not go second round only. Today, every day, whenever I post anything about Turtle, I get 2 to 3 messages beep, that don't forget that we are at the same valuation stakeholder that you were going to give me in 2022. Now just imagine how somebody could do that. And initially when you are taking money, actually your organization is not in great shape, because you're just into that verge of it. And yeah, there were people who told that you need anything, it's a 1 check far from us.
And just a call away.
Check away means now call is again, call to पूछेंगे हम, कल बात करेंगे, ये सब आता है. It's a check away. And I know now that these are 15-20 people whom I can rely. And I can tell 100 of examples, but this was one of the biggest heartwarming things where I knew that I need this amount, I have to call 2 people. And the same thing, I'm sure most of the CC members would be feeling कि पैसा चाहिए तो मुझे बाहर जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So in one area you can get friendships, amazing business acumens, forums, which I'm sure you will ask me something about it, and then people whom I can rely on. So I never had friends in Surat where somebody can call me at any time and say कि नीचे आ चाय पीने. So I have now
you
too
have
too many where somebody will call and tell that क्या कर रहा है, and I'll say that कुछ नहीं, बोला हाँ नीचे आ चाय पीने जाते हैं. So yeah.
You just mentioned about forum, so my next
Yeah.
question is like this. But before coming to the forum, I'm seeing now from Rohan 2.0 to 3.0.
Yeah.
So what this change again has made you shift? Because I'm seeing that now you're getting more into spirituality, just like a philanthropist. So what has inspired this to change again from 2.0 to 3.0?
I think so. What I started to do specifically from last 1 year is that I started to understand, seeing a lot of people again from CC, and there could be hundreds of examples of it. That what is my forte? So I want to be a focused fool rather than to be a distracted genius. So I started that. I'll give you an example. I always wanted to do something for law of attraction. And I told once, we were sitting some couple of CC members, and I told that यार मुझे vision board के sessions करना है. And Vinith, who is the ex-CC member, he told that why don't you do with our company? And I told that यार मैं क्या करूँगा? बोला करना. So sometimes you need to have that battlefield or playground where you fail, it's okay. That net practice. And I did one. You won't believe, this is my philanthropist that we started in foundation. Today I charge for doing a vision board session. Now from a 1 year or 1.5 year back, where I didn't know what to do, to today a platform for, and I went to Jaipur, I went to a lot of where I charge, and of course it goes to my foundation, but this was my point. I'll tell you one very funny incident. I went to Dubai with certain people, and I met one of our CC members' friend. And I used to wear a black t-shirt and blue jeans and a sneaker at that time. Means मेरे wardrobe में.
With the turtle
With the turtle
always,
wears,
yes, I used to see that.
And then that lady told that you look shit. And I told, what? You look shit. Because you are into money business, people first need to trust you, and trust happens when you look good, when you look fit, when you look presentive. And I told her what I should do. Well, change your outfit. And I was like, no, it's so cool. Mark Zuckerberg wears it. Steve Jobs used to wear it. And all billionaires. She told that, are you a billionaire?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Well, yes, because they are billionaires, you are taking an example. Be a billionaire, then you start wearing this outfits. And that shook my world. Next day I came to Surat, and I started today I don't have any black t-shirts and blue jeans in my, totally outfit I have changed. Now you wear good outfit, you have to be very lean, you have to be very fit. Then it started the journey, and everything started with small. Now, it could be a CC member's friend, but it happened because of
CC. Yes.
So it's all connective, right? So it's never like कि नहीं इसके लिए सबसे ही हुआ, but because of that, it started, that domino happened. And then of course, being very focused now, my exit mantra was one of the biggest decisions because of that. Everybody is doing something else. Now my biggest problem is I felt that I'm doing only one thing. I want to do more because all the people around me are doing more. What more I can do? So okay, fine. This was in depth in my heart, and I asked my forum members. तो बोला कितना लॉस होगा? मैंने बोला चालू करने में कितना इतना कुछ होगा? बोला कर, नहीं होगा तो वैसे ही लॉस है, करेगा तो कुछ होगा. Today we are near to cross 10,000 users, and this year we are eyeing 1 lakh users.
Wow.
Just because of that forum thought that, can I do that? Can I do that? And I can, because problem is that in life right now, you are very few people who are very lucky that your parents are working with you. You can go back and talk to dad, can I? So my father now is totally from a different business. Wife has not understood this business. Whom you talk with? Now, I don't know, I didn't have an answer whom to talk with. And having that secrecy that this person is not going to take this thing out in the world and, telling, because all have problems in life, I'm sure everybody has. And then I have this 10-15 people whom I can go and ask that, yaar, ye panga hai, kya kar saku main? It just have, so it was like, karna kya farak padta hai? So sometimes, I'll tell you one of the story also, I tell you every time. I wanted to buy a car. Now this car is one of the most unique car. I was not getting the car. Means ek bar mil gaya. And I got a call from this broker that I had this car. It's a very, very small unit car which has been sold. I and Gaurav Juneja, again a CC member, we were there to Shillong to learn Kung Fu. So this was my obscure idea, and he told I will come. तो हम kung fu, and then this guy called up, and now this car is a huge investment for me, biggest. किसको पूछो, and then like my लू नहीं लू, you know, when you have to write a check, you all the logical thing comes to the point, and you need to have a friend that who tells that मैं खड़ा हूँ ना पीछे, but he never gives money.
He only gives the support that लेना है.
धक्का मारने का process. He told that ले ले, and then he told that if you die tomorrow, then भगवान के पास ऊपर जाएगा, भगवान बोलेगा कि तेरे को पैसा भी दिया था, अपॉर्चुनिटी भी दी थी, तू नहीं
लिया नहीं.
And I still remember, I called the guy and told him, done. I never second thought it. So, yeah, means now who can do that? Of course, I know if I would have asked him, he would have sent me money. I'll tell you another example. I just booked a flat. You know who gave the token money?
Member.
So I called him, where are you? बोला अभी यहाँ पे हूँ. मैंने बोला यार फाइनल करते, आई एम गोइंग फॉर अ फाइनल मीटिंग. कुछ फाइनल नहीं हो रहा था. तो बोला कहाँ है? मैंने बोला यार घर पे जाके आई नीड टू टेक सम मनी, टोकन देना है. तो बोला नहीं तू आ जा, मेरे पास है. एंड उसने दिया. एंड मीन्स ऐसा है कि हाँ, and this is not a small, I'm not talking of some thousand money, means I'm talking of lakhs. And he was like, हाँ मेरे पास है, मैं दे दूंगा. So now I'm not telling that this is a place where anybody lends you money, but look at the trust factor here built up. मैं दूंगा. And I can tell you a lot of stories on that. I'm just thinking that which I can say and which I cannot, because I have certain NDAs with a lot of people. Yeah. But yeah, there are certain stories.
But with
for
NDAs
me,
also we come back to forum again. So coming back to this, the word and the term that you mentioned, NDA, I recollect that we have one of the giveaways in CC membership is the forum. So what is your, what it has impacted? Definitely, I do understand that. And I know due to the NDA, you cannot discuss more, but few things that I would like to know, it has impacted you, how, and do you think that forums are really helpful to you?
So forum, when I started forum, I never had any point of it. What will happen, because I thought that who will talk their problems in life? And these are not business problems, they are really sincere problems. And everybody goes through something in life. The magnitude could be different. Certain people magnitude would be high. So I just wanted to immerse into it and just see to it. Dhire it started to make sense when there were certain serious questions which were been there. Honestly, when I heard a lot of things, I didn't have a lot of things to share because I never had that thing. So in Surat and specifically in CC, there are a lot of family businesses which are there. And then it became core group where we are sitting, we are talking onto it. And yeah, means like it was certain questions which had problems about spousal business. I had my first forum, I still remember it was SNS Atria, the lower end B mein office mein. And I was being told that you have to now present a problem. Now my presentation means I didn't have any problem. Now if you don't have a problem, it's like you are playing very small. So then I thought that how can I go to a 500 crore AUM in PMS? Now that was my thought. We were at 20-30 crores at that time. And I thought that कि चलो पूछते हैं, अभी पूछना ही है तो you know. And then everybody had their point, and I still remember there were members who told that you have to go to sell, you have to go to present. I never thought that I should have done it. And I still remember an example that if you are not going to present your business, you're going to be like a datun, neem sticks. So it's very good. Neem sticks are the best for health, right? Do you use it?
No.
Do I use it? No. What we use? A Colgate or a Pepsodent or whatever, because it's easily available. So that example was like that, okay, I would be too good, but if I don't sell it, I would be like a neem stick. And that changed the whole approach. Then we started to build up sales team, operational team, service team. That okay, fine, I have to go and pitch. I have to go and do a pitch.
So were all these problems discussed in the forum?
Yeah, very.
And there were experiences shared by members?
Experience shared. And then here the beauty about that forum was that everybody was more experienced than me into selling products. And that was a very good experience for me. And this was my first, so I remember. Now after that there are 100 forums which went. I tell you the recent problem I was not able to find a flat. Home. Now that's a very big problem because I want to buy a home which has so much of requirements. टिक ही नहीं हो रहा था. And then I had 2-3 things. I called up my forum. and said that, see, this is my problem. Can you help me to tell that what should I do? Because for me, it's a big investment. It's a big thing. I don't want to take and then again regret. And yeah, there were certain very clear terms. So in forum, you cannot give decisions. You only have to give experiences. And one of the forum member told that, see, I have done this and this had worked and I have done this, and you should not go. You should. This is why they didn't went for it. And yeah, the one fine day. So the day I decided the flat. I first, of course, I told my wife, and the 5-6 people I called first to thank you was my forum members. That thank you, because of you I could come to a clarity of decision that okay, I should go forward for it. So now it's and there's an NDA. Now there are certain so serious topics which we have talked. People have cried, people have laughed. We had amazing time, and now our forum timings are very beautiful. We started at 9:30 and we can end
till whatever time. And in fact, everybody in our city, as far as CC is concerned, know that you have run one of the longest forum. We started and it ended up at 4 in the morning.
4, 5, and then we go for a chai at Chamunda, and it was a great thing. But yeah, it was sometimes a very serious thing also. And certain times you know that you have that board of directors with you. You have a problem, whom you call? And we both would agree that at top we are alone.
Exactly, very true.
Whom to talk with?
And you need this kind of people who are in the community, who are at the same level.
And same but different. See, what happens is that when you want to buy a bungalow, you can't take a feedback from a flat owner. Because he will always say that you should not buy a bungalow, and vice versa. I'm just giving an example, not as a property point.
Correct.
Now, if I take a point that I want to go forward for a 5,000 crore company, if I go to a not a 100 crore company, he would say what are the problems to go for a 5,000 crore company. But if I go to a 10,000 crore guy and ask that how can I be a 5,000 crore company, he would say okay fine, this is the plan, you have to go forward for it. And I think so that's where everywhere, sometimes we ask to wrong person and then we get inflated by our thoughts. But when you ask to right person, then I think so that the decisions are very easy to take.
So ending up with the last question that I wanted to specially talk about is, so we have been discussing all through about corporate connections, about Rohan Mehta, about Turtle Wealth. Rohan bhai, we have 5 core values of corporate connections. So what is the best core value? You can name all definitely, but which are your favorite core values to sum it up and we'll finish it?
I think so every 5 is very important. It comes at stage. So this is my 5th year of CC, right? Believe me, every year there is new things you have to explore. It can't be that now meaningful relationship is already been done. So right now maybe it's catalyst for change for me. So because I am not now in the search of great relationship, because already I have now I want to have more growth, more change. So in this year I have decided that catalyst for change is that at least I will meet 70% of the CC members India. Meet is not maybe physical, it
could be online,
it could be online, or meet by, because that's where the first thing to do. So then it is a change for me that I want to meet people. So every year that experiences change. My extraordinary experiences now is not in my point. So this time it would be more but every year there was new experience
core value that you have.
Every year there was new core value which I was looking forward for. But one thing also is that anybody is looking forward for first core value and 5th year the same core value, I don't think so they would be enjoying that space very well, because you evolve every time. Because if I'm not looking forward for a 50 lakh of ticket size, now I'm looking forward for 100 crores of ticket size. So now that thought to come, that 100 crores I want to have it in one client, is also biggest catalyst for change. Because see, sir, it's said that champions first you are in your head and then on the ground. So now first, who can make you champion on the head? It could be that fascinity of people who can see that it's champion. Now when I meet Ali, when I meet Gaurav, when I meet you, when I meet both Gaurav, Saurav, how much they work. Unbelievable. When I meet Rakesh, what a physique, what an understanding of longevity. When I meet Manish, how he's able to manage relationship and business both together at a extraordinary way. Now, everything is a learning. But you need to ask me one question, which I'll tell you. What are the negative to be in CC?
Please let us know that.
And I'll tell you a lot of negatives to be in CC. And the first is that you're not going to be in a happy space. Because आपका bubble burst होने वाला है. You are suddenly meeting so many people and you're seeing, oh my God, how much they work. I'll tell you an example. The second forum meeting or the first forum meeting, we had at Saurabh Agrawal's terrace home. And I thought in my life that what a home this is. ये तो घर चाहिए. And I still remember there was a question somebody asked that what is the happiness level you are at right now? I told 2. Because I feel I'm not living in a happy home, a big home. The day I booked home, I have similar terrace as Saurabh's terrace this time. And I called Saurabh and told that because of your home, I booked at home. So 1, you're not going to be in a happy space. Second, because there are going to be growth segment, there are areas which you are going to miss. You're going to miss your old friends. You're going to miss your people whom you are generally getting into it. And third, बहुत मेहनत करवाता है CC. Means, because
to keep it on your toes, because you have to continuously
because every 15 days you have to go and say that what has happened, and there are 20 people who will say that मैंने इतना order किया, मैंने ये किया, मैंने वो किया, and then one fine day you find that
मैंने कुछ किया नहीं,
तूने क्या किया 15 दिन में. And then it gives you back that kick that, oh, I want to work because these are the 20 people, 25 people in the room working so hard. And why you are not working? Why you don't have a point to talk about it, what you have done more better? And this makes you on your toes. And it gives you a point where things will be different. So I feel in a very positive way, of course, there's no negative to it. But I'll tell you that this is also negative. Because you are going out of your boundaries, and certain times, when you are stretching, when you do a lot of gym, today I had my legs, so it is paining, but it's paining for building up very well. So I think so building up very well, and the result comes after 2-3 years, and when you see yourself, you will say that, oh my God. And I'm sure you ask to any CC member, specifically I can say for CC1, they will say the same. I'm sure everybody would say the same for any length and breadth. So yeah, CC is good, but yeah, things are going to get out of the control.
Which you have to take care.
Which, yeah, means like you have to be open for it. But somebody wants to be very happy in their own space, then maybe I think so this room would not be encouraging for them. And somebody is looking forward for an encouragement, and this room has. So there is a lecture on TED Talk called The Last Lecture.
Oh.
The Last Lecture. And it has a quote that what is the one factor that changes the people's life? And I would end up by saying this, that any actions which has asymmetric results are the reason of your success. So you do anything which you don't know the results. And there are certain things you know the results. If you have anything which you don't know the results, that thing is going to take you leaps ahead. Like for example, if I meet a client, one client, then my maximum result is a business. But when I talk to 500 people about my business, the results could be extremely asymmetric. And I watched this in last 1 year because there is no top. What is the benefit? How much percentage is the benefit? You don't know. And at this stage, only money doesn't call you.
Lot many things does, other things does.
I'll tell you today, I'm a big cricket buff. I messaged in one of our friends' CC group. Anybody wants to go forward for IPL finals? Now IPL final has a ticket of 25 to 30k.
30k minimum.
Right? So now you need that people to spend, because an average 4 is a lakh rupees of expense, and then you have stuffs. We are 10 people who are going in a phone call.
Wow.
Who can...
So your dream is actually been fulfilled with, since you wanted to go with a community and friends, so you have that
because I want somebody to enjoy with me,
yes.
that 5 hours, 6 hours. Maybe people would be supporting a different team, that's okay. 10 people to spend money with the same objective, telling on the first go, and tickets are being booked in 1 hour. Tell me where I can find. I don't know place. If you have, or if everybody has, please buzz me around that what is the place. I have found one, and that is CC.
Just to end up with the last one, as Rohan bhai, you just mentioned that you have taken this time a perspective of meeting 70% of Corporate Connection members. So I can, make you bridge the gap, but not 70%. I could say around 50% I can fulfill it.
Yeah.
As 2026 will be hosting BHAF, which is in Surat. So we are expecting at least not less than 200 to 300 members minimum to attend the BHAF Surat, which is on the 13th and 14th of March. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you so much. I am Preet Swami signing off. Do continue joining us for the next episode at Corporate Connections CC Voice.